Cause you will send a nigga to do it and try to catch a nigga like a ghost. Fuck all that shit, nigga. You used to be bad when you was talking on cassette tapes. Say somebody tell James Sr. James, you can't stir nobody typing, nigga. You used to stir us talking. You got to put a Ghetto Boys album together for us to take you serious. Don't nobody take your old ass serious on the internet, fool. I run the internet, nigga. I went to your neighborhood and I was campaigning, bitch ass nigga. Y'all set me up there. I just didn't bow down. Charleston White up too, bitch ass nigga. All that tough guy talking, you ruined your mystique, James. We used to think you was bad as the Wizard of Oz when didn't nobody know you was short. No, nigga, you can't talk that bad, nigga. No, hell no, nigga. And ain't nothing ever good came around you. James. Ain't nobody scared of y'all, James. Why you think I'm punching?
Yo, Charleston White, when are you gonna grow up, bruh? You a grown-ass man, bruh. You're 50 years old, bruh. And you still out here week after week acting like a YM, bruh. Acting like you got no damn sense, bro. And then God forbid if something actually happens to you, bro, people in your family, your friends, they're gonna try to paint this narrative that you're a victim. When everybody knows, bro, like, you got issues, bro. You out here antagonizing people that's not doing nothing to you, bro. You pulled up to James Prince's hometown, cursed everybody out, called people out their names, was screaming at the top of your lungs. You was daring somebody to, do something to you. Why would somebody want to do anything to you, bro? You're the police. You work with the police, bro. You call the police. You call people's probation officers to get them sent back to prison. You know what I'm saying? You work with the Texas court system. Why would anybody with any type of common sense in the state of Texas or anywhere else in America, why should they take you serious, bro? Why would somebody crash out and do something to you when the first thing you're going to do is call the police, bro? Like Charleston White, you're barely 5 feet tall, right? You lost one of your eyes when you was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like why are you trying to act like you tough, and why are you trying to act like you willing to, do something to somebody, bro? Like the toughest thing you did was you sprayed Soulja Boy in the eyes with mace. Whoop-de-doo. Nobody thinks Soulja Boy is tough, bro. No disrespect to Soulja Boy, but no, I don't think anybody thinks Soulja Boy is a tough guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make you no gangster, bro. That don't make you no real street nigga, bro. Like, and it's like, you're the real life Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks, bro. I mean, that's the perfect comparison, bro. Like, you just go against the grain, bro. You disrespect people's family. You disrespect their kids. I'm happy that James Prince and everybody affiliated with the mob ties basically laughed at you and didn't do nothing to you, bro. You lied and said you was shot at. Nobody shot at you. Nobody shot at your car. You didn't get hit with no bullet, so you lied, right? Maybe somebody might have fired something in the air just to shut you up, but nobody shot at you, bro. So you lied about that. You're clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? And it's obvious that you're jealous of James Prince and the mob ties and Jay Prince Jr., bro, because they run a successful enterprise. And instead of giving credit, you want to try to paint this narrative that James Prince and the mob ties are a street gang and they doing all type of illegal shit, when that hasn't been proven. The only thing people could say is Takeoff passed away, unfortunately, because Takeoff and Quavo was at a party. I think it was a mob ties party, right? Quavo was gambling, right? Things got heated and Takeoff accidentally got popped. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, James Prince is the manager of Shakur Stevenson, who's one of the most, successful, one of the best boxers in the world right now. Jazz Prince, that's who discovered Drake. They still get money off Drake. Drake is still affiliated with the mob ties. So Charleston White, bruh, it sounds to me like you just a hater, bruh. You clout chasing, and you just trying to keep your names in the headlines because you falling off, bruh. Niggas ain't really talking about Charleston White like they was a couple years ago. So I think Charleston White is in full crash out mode right now.
Why you think I was bold enough not to leave your neighborhood? I thought you were bad when I heard you on rap tape. I don't think you bad. Let me tell you what I'm doing, James. I'm putting my life on line. James, I'm putting my life on line to bring down your criminal enterprise. Rico's order. Y'all fucked up, James. All I'm gonna tell you. I heard you been calling down there, James. according to the law enforcement agency. You've been calling down there trying to see that there's an investigation. Now, when y'all tried to lie and said it didn't happen, I was trolling, I shot the gun. You see how y'all changed the narrative? Pop a lot, rap a lot, one shot. Mob ties. Y'all are a criminal organization, James, with very little influence. Very little influence. Fifth Ward is small, nigga. I run the world by myself. James, I heard for at least 2 days, y'all were calling trying to see if there's an investigation.
You go lying, bruh. Now you claiming that James Prince is calling to see if there's an investigation into mob ties. That's cap, bruh. Now you back to lying, just like you lied about getting shot. Like, bro, like Charleston White, why don't you go to the police academy, bruh? Why didn't you just become a police officer, bruh? Because it's obvious that's who you want to be. You want to be an FBI agent. You want to be a police officer. You want to be a federal informant. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, why don't you let the police and the FBI do their job? What the hell does that got to do with you? That don't got nothing to do with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even if James Prince was calling to, see, I mean, can you blame him? Because you got all of these idiots on the internet that haven't ever met James Prince, don't know nothing about mob ties, that is trying to paint a narrative that's not true. They trying to blame James Prince and Jay Prince Jr. for the pass and the takeoff when, bruh, we all know when it comes to gambling, bruh, there's a lot of negativity associated with gambling, bruh. Debt, people lose their lives, like it's all type of bad things that happen from gambling. This is why people, stress not to gamble, because gambling is one of the biggest addictions in America, bro. So, when you have a group of YNs together and they're gambling, bruh, and things get heated and money is old, bruh, things happen. We all know what happened to Takeoff was a mistake, bro. It was not meant to happen on purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's a very unfortunate situation. But guess what? It's being dealt with in the court of law. Now that case is going very slow, right? But at the end of the day, bruh, let the people do their job, bruh. But for you to come on the internet and falsely accuse mob ties and James Prince of being this and being that, when they haven't been arrested, they haven't been charged in anything, bro, you just making yourself look crazy and you making yourself look like a hater, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a grown ass man, bro. You out here disrespecting everybody, disrespecting their kids, right? You disrespected Lil Woody's daughter who has a disability. You disrespected Boosie's son Tootie. You know what I'm saying? You disrespect T.I.'s son King Harris. You're talking shit about A.B. and Dean. Like, that's all you, bro. You really just get on the internet hating on everybody, bro. That's Charleston White's whole character. Who can I hate on today? Grown-ass 50-year-old man, bro. Just getting on the internet, antagonizing people, talking tough when you won't even step on the ant, bro. You won't even step on the ant, bro. Like Charleston White, nobody's scared of you, bro. Nobody takes you serious. Nobody's intimidated by you. The only reason people don't want to do nothing to you, bro, is because they know you working with the police, bro. If any of these people that you talk about, if they actually walk up and do something to you, the first thing you're going to do is call the police. You might pull out some mace. That's it, bro. Right? Because we done seen Charleston White in the strip club at the same time as Boosie. Boosie didn't do nothing to him. Why? Boosie knows he's the police. You know what I'm saying? So, Charleston White, bro, like, at some point, bro, you got to grow up, bro. You got kids that's probably more mature than you, bro. James Prince is in his 60s, bro. The fact that you actually think that you can trick James Prince out of his position is hilarious to me, bro. James Prince knows that you're a troll, you're clout chasing, you're clip farming. James Prince is not gonna risk his business and risk his life and, risk being there for his family to entertain a goofball like you, bro. So you can keep making these videos, you can keep crashing out, you can keep cursing up a storm and disrespecting people, bruh. Nobody takes you serious, bruh.
Well, James, I'm here to tell you, if you call and check Monday, it's an investigation phase. It's unofficial, but by Monday it will be official. That's good, man. So, James, ain't no nigga scared of a nigga that can write sentences and spell the words properly. Put spaces between the paragraph. In short, you got to make a believer out of me, James. You can see, you a coward. Cause you will send a nigga to do it. and try to catch a nigga like a ghost. You can come to me man to man if you got a problem with me. I went to your neighborhood hoping we can talk man to man. If 2 men have a problem, 40 men can't solve it. Why? I put y'all ass in jail, nigga. Surveillance, footage, capture, everything. So now since you been caught lying, and now he wanna get mad and fight. You didn't wanna fight yesterday.
See what I mean? Now we saying if anybody do something to him, he gonna put him in jail. Exactly, bro. So why would James Prince, who's 60-something years old, right, runs a successful enterprise, has kids that's successful, manages Shakur Stevenson, manages Keyshawn Davis, right? Why would James Prince take time out of his busy schedule, right, to sit down with you, bro? Charleston White, you are a clown, bro. All you do is talk shit about people, you rage bait them, you disrespect people's family members, right? You get on the internet all day just talking shit, bro. Why the fuck would James Prince want to sit down with a person like you, bro? Nobody takes you serious, bro. You ain't nobody, bro. Like, Charleston White really thinks that he's somebody important, bro. Like, this man thinks he's like a Malcolm X type nigga, bro. No, bro, you are the real life Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks, bro. You are the real life Samuel Jackson from the Django. That's who you are, bro. You're the black version of Chud the Builder. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, don't nobody want to be around you. Don't nobody want to have a conversation with you. Anybody that's cool with Charleston White, bro, should not be taken serious, bro. Anybody that would even have any type of conversation with Charleston White should not be taken, unless you're using him to make money, right? Like, shout out to Sean Cotton from Say Cheese TV. You know, like, shout out to the people that interview him because you know it's going to get views, right? That's the only reason I'm talking about this. But if you're actually Charleston White's friend in real life, bro, you need to give yourself a reality check, bro. Because the minute that you do something that this man doesn't like, he's going to go to the internet and disrespect you at the highest level, bro. Knowing damn well if you met up with him in person, right, and you checked him for what he's saying, only thing he gonna do is call the police or spray you in the eyes with mace, bro. Charleston White is not trying to catch a fade, bro. The only person we've ever seen Charleston White fight is one of the Island Boys, bro. And we all know them dudes can't fight, bro. Come on, man. We talking about the Island Boys, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only W he got on his record for fighting, bro. He fought on Brand Risk. He did knock dude out. Congratulations to that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you ain't gonna see. I bet you Charleston White won't fight Boosie or T. None of them at Brand Risk, bro, because he knows he'll get folded like a pretzel, bro. So Charleston White, James Prince is not gonna sit down and meet with you. He's not gonna have no conversation with you. Only thing anybody with smart would do is stay away from you, bruh. You know, I don't think James Prince should have responded to you in the first place because, you know, you're a joke. And yeah, man, you know, keep clout chasing, bro. At the end of the day, bro, I know this is how Charleston White, you know, pays his bills. This is how he keeps his name in the headlines. This is how he keeps getting interviews, you know, because he wants to go viral and just rage bait people, bro. But Charleston White, I'm telling you, bro, God forbid, if somebody actually took you serious, because you got to remember, right, there's a lot of people out here that don't have anything to lose, bro. Right? Like, there's a lot of people that got love for the people that you be trolling on the internet. They don't got nothing to lose, bro. So if they see you and they do something to you, bro, and God forbid something unfortunate happens, I don't want to see you or anybody else act like you was a victim, bro. You are not a victim in any situation, bro. You intimidate people, you start shit, you disrespect people, your mouth is out of control, bro, and you're not no victim, bro. You're the problem. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish people would just stop taking what you say serious, bro. Because, you know, I'm making this video just to let people know this dude's a clown, bro. Nothing that comes out of his mouth should be taken serious, bro. Even when he turns the character off and he talks about the black empowerment shit, I don't believe nothing that comes out your mouth, bro. I think you're all cap. And I just think you like to clip farm and rage bait. And, you know, you think it's funny to disrespect people. So, you know, listen, bro, you're 50 years old. Obviously, this is who you are. You're not ever going to change, bro. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to Jay Prince. Shout out to the Mob Ties. It's your boy, Days. Make sure y'all subscribe. Thumbs up the video. Click that hype button for your boy. I'm out.